Good morning, everyone, and welcome to week 3 of Squad Up. So, the last 3 weeks we've been in Ephesians. And Ephesians 1 talked about how the church is God's family. Ephesians 2, we talked about how we can reconcile with others because God has given us a chance to reconcile with Him through Jesus. Chapter 3, we're going to skip, but I encourage you to read it. Talks more about unity and sets up spiritual growth, which is what we're going to talk about today. So real quick, I want you to pause this and read chapters 3 and 4 of Ephesians. So Paul's talking to the Ephesians church. Remember, like we said, this is a very tough area that they're in. And they have a hard time being new Jesus followers in a place that is very hostile towards Jesus followers. Paul takes them through, now what is spiritual growth? And so being mature in Christ, does that mean that we have the best biblical knowledge? That you know a full book of the Bible, memorized back and forth? Does it mean going to church every week and never missing a week or else? Or does it mean having everything figured out? Not completely. See, we see in Matthew 7 that it talks about how good trees bear good fruit. And we should be known by our love. Not by how much we know, not by how cool we are, but how much we love. So in chapter 4, Paul challenged his readers to be a part of a team, to be part of a bigger team. Now, let me try to break that down a little bit more for you. That if you've ever been in an escape room, you know that there are a lot of characters that come into an escape room, and sometimes it takes a long time. But Paul in chapter 4 of Ephesians goes through different types of people in the church, different types of people in that time. So let's put this, what Paul said, into an escape room. So the apostles are the pioneers. They drive new efforts and create change. In an escape room, this might be the person who keeps trying to open new doors or turn new knobs, and who's pushing the team forward. Can you relate to that? The prophets, they present God's truth to others, especially when that truth is hard to hear. In an escape room, this person is probably warning everyone about how much time they have left and getting their teammates refocused on the task at hand. The evangelists spread the good news of Jesus wherever they go in a really compelling way. In an escape room, this is probably the person who invited everyone else to hang out and is now posting all over social media about how awesome escape rooms are. I know that's some of you. Pastors provide care, guidance, and comfort to others. It's way bigger than just preaching. In an escape room, this is the person encouraging the team, checking in with whoever's frustrated, and challenging their teammates to keep going. Do you relate to that? Or teachers. They help others apply what God has said. They're great at explaining difficult ideas. In an escape room, this might be the person reading the clues, explaining the next steps, and making sure everyone understands what to do next. Do any of these relate to you? Now, I'll tell you, there are others. There are other ways in which we are in a community. But regardless of what you're good at, none of us are naturally an expert in any area. We have to grow. There's some who are naturally better than others at different things, but we grow as a team. Growing in our faith as a church is very similar to an escape room. So, 4 quick ways that we can grow as a squad. One is to be real with your squad. To feel safe and loved in the squad that you're in, to be real with them. Growing together means giving others access to our lives. That's very difficult to do. You got to trust the people around you. So I want you to think, as we're going through these, how's your squad, how's the people around you at doing these things? First one was be real with your squad. Second one, learn with your squad. Learning together means talking, sharing, discussing, arguing in a loving way. To speak the truth in a loving way. To love each other. To celebrate uniquenesses, like we talked about a couple weeks ago. Number 3, add to your squad. Think back when you might have felt out of your squad or left out, how that may have felt. Now I want you to think about who you can add to your squad to maybe make them feel included. Because they can probably bring something to the table that one of you can't. And lastly, stick with your squad. Be loyal. Love the team that surrounds you. Be loyal to your squad. We're a group of imperfect people, so growing together won't always be easy. But it will be worth it. God's dream for you is to grow. To grow in your spiritual life, to grow in your social life, to grow in this life, to be who He has set you out to be. If you have a squad that you feel comfortable with, that you feel safe with, I'm so happy for you. And if you don't, reach out. Tell someone. Tell one of us at church. Tell your parents. We can help you find a squad that's going to help you grow together. That's it for today, guys. Hope to see you soon. See ya.